It's spooky time. It's getting close to Halloween. We're stuck in a freezer.
Actually, it's not a freezer. Good morning, y'all. It's LA Appliance Guy. How you doing? Look at this. Frigidaire gallery. Oh, it's a refrigerator.
It's a fridge?
Not a fridge.
Say what?
And they had somebody come out and mess with it. And I'm guessing it might have had a relay. They said they changed something on the back. So I'm thinking relay. Relay's the only thing I can think of. And it still wasn't cool. And they come back out and said it had a Freon leak. It was going to need an evaporator. It was going to be about $700 or $800. They said, okay, I need it fixed. This is an expensive, nice unit. And then they kind of flaked, apparently. Don't know who it was. Don't care. Let's see if we can fix it. We're going to have to probably pressurize it, check for leaks. See if we can smell some Freon. It's only 63. Doesn't smell any. Well, that's a good sign. Oh yeah, and if you want a Freon sniffer for yourself, I'll leave you a discount code and a link in the description. They come in handy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get a process tube on there and pressurize it probably and see if there's a leak first. Okay? Okay. Alrighty, pump up the jams. We'll pump it up to about 200, see what it does. If it's not leaking, bad comp.
Give it about 10, 15 minutes.
These things are really cool. This is actually the refrigerator and it has a match freezer that goes next to it. Counter depth, I like it. Usually like build in your cabinets around it. Kind of like I guess you could say a poor man's Thermidor or Sub-Zero or Viking or whatever. But I like them. They're pretty simple too. So, just waiting to see what we do. Hey, I say poor man's Sub-Zero or whatever. These things are like $3,000. And then you have to have the freezer for it next to it. So not cheap. So yeah, they wanted it fixed. So we gonna try and fix it. Oh, it's been about 30 minutes and we haven't dropped down. So what we'll do is probably go ahead and let it, let the air out and then run the compressor and see if it pumps down into a vacuum. Because with nothing in it, it should pump down almost to 29 in a vacuum. If it goes halfway, about 10 or 15, that means it's a bad compressor. It's not pumping like it should. So, yay. So, does this look familiar? It's almost like a big, beautiful freezer. But the compressor for this unit is $500. So we'll see if they want to do that or if they want to put a aftermarket, like a secop in there. We've done it before. Does just fine. So we'll see. I mean, hey, it's a pretty big difference. The original compressor being $500 plus tax and shipping plus our labor, it's about $1,000 or about $400 difference plus or minus. Yeah, I'll take the aftermarket with the same warranty. 1 year. So what next? Got to get started on something else. Alrighty, so I let all of our air out. We're at 0. Let's plug it in and see if the compressor pumps down. Oh, let's see what we get here. Hello? Sometimes it takes it a second. Unless my power's unplugged. Yeah, we ain't got no juice. Yeah, now we got juice. Yeah. Compressor's on. Barely pumping. There's your sign. You can almost feel it. Kind of a little whine. As supervisors show up for lunch. Woo! Isa baby zero. Speaking of big beautiful freezers, look at this. Kenmore. Look at the inside of this one. It's the same thing, just about has that return up there. I thought about taking one of those thermostats out and putting a refrigerator one in there and making a big cooler. Like basically making this out of that freezer. Be pretty cool, huh? You could actually put both of them like side by side. But I would probably want the door to open the other way so I could have big beautiful fridge and big beautiful freezer like right next to each other. Like open it like a gigantor refrigerator and freezer. Good morning again. Guess what they decided to go with? Secop. Bada boom. Detailed instructions. But it comes with a capacitor and a start device. And I saved these. And a cover, which I never use, sometimes. Bada boom. Just about get the whole job done for the price of the Embraco. Alrighty, you know my favorite part of the whole job, the 4 screws. 7/16. We'll take our process tube off, put it onto our secop, take our high side loose, our low side, and you know what? I'm feeling frisky today. New dryer. Really, it wasn't a burnout, so the dryer's probably fine, but we'll go ahead and do a new one. I guess I better save their $400 relay here, just in case they want to use it again. Freaking aftermarket too. Goodness gracious, folks. Hey, they gotta make money, gotta stay in business. So, this is where the fun begins. You know what I need is one of those electric ratchets, you know, if it's, you know, to get in there, but it needs to be small enough to get the head in there to, that would be awesome. Or even just ratchet wrenches. But you know what? I'm not in a rush. Are you in a rush? Yes, I'm still working on these. Like I said, the clips are so much better. Okay, so here I'm just gonna cut the cap tube off of the old dryer and then bend it and make a hole. You don't want it to be pinched off. So usually I'll kind of just make a mark and then bend the copper back and forth to make a hole. Then we'll turn on our torches and light it up. I like to unsolder the lines. Some people just choose to use tubing cutters and cut them. But here I'm just gonna drop the dryer off. Then I'm gonna heat the low side and pull the low side out. And then heat the Schrader valve, the process tube, and pull it out. And then the high side. The high side is steel. So, you know, it's just personal preference, I guess you could say. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. I need my water. All right, now we're cooking. Okie dokie. All right, last one. Still tight. Come on. Gotta give me a electric ratchet.
Steal the rubbers. Steal the rubbers. So I like to use the same rubbers if they're still intact and not all cooked. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I'm just putting this compressor in there and gonna screw it down real quick, and then we'll get started on soldering in all our lines and everything. Crap, I forgot to put the capacitor on the back side. It's got a little doohickey. It's got a little doohickey. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go. There we go. All right. All right. Now the relay. Most important wire. Capacitor to there. And then capacitor to there. Pow pow. Yeah, and then one wire there and one wire there. There we go. So like I said earlier, technically this isn't like a burnout compressor, so the dryer's probably fine, but since we're putting a new compressor in, why not put a new filter dryer? Just getting it ready to put on there. I'm gonna cut these sides, and then I'm gonna swedge the side that's going onto the box there, slip it on there, bend it over, and then take the capillary tube, which we opened up earlier, and put it in the bottom side. And I don't have any side snips or, you know, like wire cutters with me. I just have these pliers here, so I'm gonna pinch the line closed on the bottom side where the capillary tube goes in the filter dryer. I usually always break those process tubes on the high side off. It gives me more room to work, and I don't really care about testing the high side pressures. Doing a little ritualistic sanding here, and then I'm gonna put some flux on that steel to copper joint right there. It's gonna help, trust me. All right, just getting our process tube on the right hand side here and pinching that line down, then getting our high side, you know, bent to where it's gonna stay in the compressor. That's the worst part sometimes, is heating it up and it snatches the line right out because of the tension on the tube. But then we'll do a little bit of ritualistic sanding on that steel to copper and put some flux on it, and then we'll get ready to go. All right, starting on this side over here, this is the suction side. It's copper to copper going into the compressor, nothing to it. Just heat it up till it's red and the silver sticks right to it. This one here on the top side of the dryer is steel to copper. That's where we put the flux. And I used to try without the flux, and it's a pain. The flux helps the silver stick to the two different metals. And then I'll go ahead and cap off that top side where that Schrader valve was, and then the bottom side where the cap tube is. Over here on the right side, another steel to copper on the high side. But like I said, flux makes it so simple. The silver sticks right to it. And then this on the bottom side there, that's where the pressure, the process tube for the Schrader valve, that's copper to copper, nothing to it. Heat it up, stick the silver, and you're good to go. Oh, not the worst. Not my best. Let's see.
all right, let's pump up the jams. Pump it up with the bubbles. Yeah. I don't hear any leaks, so that could be a good sign. Yeah. Yeah. Flux, flux, flux. All right. 200. Flux. Double check still. Double check. Yeah. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Pow. Guess what time it is? Wire nut time. 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 Yeah. That coffee be hitting good, son. Wish they made these wires just a hair longer. You can't hardly do anything. If these wires were just a hair longer, you could reach. Not quite. Bummer. Onto the overload. Down there. And one up here. Yeah. All right. Beautimus. See? Ooh, boop, boop. And then ooh, boop. 10 minutes later. Yeah. Time to suck it up. Working the core. Working the core. Valve core. Yeah, 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 yeah. Suck it up. "20 minutes later." Time for the juice. Time for the juice. All right, let's plug her on in. Let's see. Gallery. It's a freaking gallery. All right. Pow. Oh yeah. Compressor's on. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Won't be long. Bada boom. Cycled off. Bada boom. 38 degrees. She done. Alrighty, y'all, so we made it to the end of the video on this big, beautiful Frigidaire gallery, all refrigerator. I guess they call these freezerless refrigerators. So yeah, it's keyword time. You put the keyword down in the comments, let everybody know you made it to the end of the video. And today is freaking high dollar. This baby is high dollar. I mean, they're like $2,000-$3,000 a piece, and you got to have two. You got to have the fridge and the freezer. Beautiful though, very simple. Only 5 years old or so, I think. Compressor crapped out. Not very great, but new compressor and we're good to go. She's freaking high dollar. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. See you tomorrow in the Appliance Wonderland. Later, y'all.
Easy peasy, nothing to it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.